Hey, this is not clickbait, I promise. Today, we're going to talk about how to turn $1 into $10. Um, for those that are new here, this is Cashmere and Kava, and we talk about living your best life by choosing how you invest your time and money. So, today is a lot about money because we're not about get rich quick schemes. We're about really making money. So, I'm here to talk to you about compound interest. Ooh, not the sexiest topic in the world, but this is the easiest way to make money and to turn, as I said, $1 into $10. So, what is compound interest? Basically, well, it is. Uh, so when you invest $1 and then it earns interest and you keep that interest in the bank account, then the new amount of money earns the interest. So you keep increasing your balance and earning more and more money. This graph my mom showed to like me and all my girlfriends in high school. And this is the cool thing. So basically, if between the age of 19 and 26, you invest $2,000 a year and you don't touch it, so that's 16,000 invested in a few years, in 7 years. Then when you're 65, you're going to have over $1 million. Without, see, look at all these zeros. You saved it till you're 26 and then you stop. Now here, this person, investor B, they start when they're 27, saving $2,000 a year until they're 65. And they reach $883. So they have a shortfall of $213, almost $214. And they put 76,000 of their own money in, and this person only put 16,000. So that's basically the principle that I worked on when I was young and when I was in my 20s, is that I saved as much as I could. Now, $2,000 a year. Yeah, when you're 19, when you're 20, you don't have a lot of expenses, hopefully. And you're working, like that's $40 a week. Now, one of the things that is really key here on Cashmere and Kava is to talk about what you are investing your money in. So that's not just like, oh, I'm investing my money in a savings account or stocks or whatever. We'll talk about that too. But you have to think of anything you're spending money on as an investment. So, for example, if you're like, oh, yeah, I'll just go to Starbucks this morning and, get my venti latte, or my my venti pumpkin spice latte, that's like $5. I don't even know how much it is because I don't drink. I've never drank. I mean, I do drink Starbucks, but only very rarely because that's not somewhere I choose to spend my money. Because like at work they have coffee for free. At home I can make coffee. So that's not something I ever spent money on. Now I will always invest in like good shoes, good clothes, things like that are going to last a long time and be good uses of my money. So basically, yes, here on the channel, here on Cashmere and Kava, we're going to be talking about better places to invest your money when you're spending. Because if you think, oh my gosh, I can never save $40 a week. Or if you're thinking, well, geez, Carrie, I am over 26. Like, is there hope for me? Am I am I going to retire poor? No, it's never too late to start saving. And with compound interest, the like motto or mantra is that your money will double every 7 years. So if, let's say you're 30 and, oh my gosh, why am I trying to do mental math? For those that don't know me, my name's Carrie, and I was a CPA accountant for over 10 years, and I'm a project manager and integrator and all these other kind of things. But basically, I'm super passionate about investing, and this is something I've always done in my personal life. So, and I'm like, let's share this with the world. Okay. So, let me get back to it. So the goal, we'll make this easy. The goal is to save as much money as possible, as early as possible. And then don't touch it. That's the other mantra. Don't touch the money. Let the compound interest work and just, leave it there. So, where are you going to put that money? Well, the first place that I started investing was with mutual funds and bonds and things like that. We can talk about where it goes. A really great book here, Tony Robbins, Money, Master the Game. Reading the physical version is pretty difficult. At least it was for me. I highly recommend the version on Audible, and I can link that down in the description. The Audible version is much easier to consume. But the main thing that book says is that you're never gonna beat the S&P index funds. Like those, the market, if you match the market over time, you're gonna do great. You can get, so this graph, which I'm gonna post, is it's based on 10% compound interest. And yeah, the S&P index funds have averaged that. I'll have to we'll post a graphic of that too. So put money into those. I've always, and we'll talk about this a little bit too, I've always invested through financial planners or brokerage firms. There will definitely be a video coming up about mistakes I've made and what you can learn from them. I currently invest with a fiduciary, which makes it so easy to invest. And again, we'll talk about that in a future video, the power of fiduciaries. But the best place to get started is just S&P index funds. Now, the other thing you want to do is, if you're working with an employer, which you won't be at the age of 19 probably, but whenever you start a job that has a 401k, especially if your employer has a matching of any kind, you want to invest 10 or 11% of your salary and bonus and everything like that into the 401k and benefit from the matching. And normally there's some like cool things that you can do within the software, where you can say like, okay, each year I want to increase by 1%, or each year, I don't know, you can have adjustments be made. So it like bumps up your savings and investment a little bit each year. And that will make a big difference. And don't worry about where you're putting the funds so much. Like when you start the 401k, you can just pick like, oh, here's the fund for the age I retire, or here, and again, we can go into more detail about this in future videos, because I know my friends had a lot of questions when they were starting work, and they delayed setting up their 401k for so long because they were just like, okay, well, if I put money into it, then I have to pick where that money goes. Like, what should I do? And I was like, I checked one box. I said, you know, I'm this age now, I'm going to be retiring in X year, and then it's an index fund that is designed to help you make the most money. But when your retirement is further off, you can have a more risk in your portfolio. Okay. Then the other thing that you absolutely want to do is put in the maximum amount you can each year to a Roth IRA. This year, 2020, the maximum is $6,000. So again, this is if you're working. It's based on your earned income. So you have to have at least 6,000 of earnings on your tax return, and then you can make that contribution. What is awesome about a Roth IRA and why it is like my favorite is because you pay tax on the income now. And then when you take the money out, it's tax free. If you like tax-free money, please be sure to like this video and like drop a comment telling me that you like tax-free money, because I do. And maybe you're saying, but Carrie, I paid tax on the money. What happens when you invest, depending on where you live and the tax laws, is you'll pay tax on the income. So if you invested, okay, let's use this person as an example. They've invested 25,000. I can read numbers. 25,000. And then it's gone up. They basically made 1,010,000, give or take. I know somebody's going to post in the comments exactly how much they made. But I don't have a calculator here. I will for future videos. But they basically made 1,010,000. So normally, depending on what you're invested in, when that money comes out, you have to pay tax on that 1,010,000. But if it goes into a Roth IRA, so if this person put $2,000 a year between the age of 19 and 26, and you can make that money doing like anything. I worked at a dry cleaner in high school. I worked at the library. Like, you can make $10,000 or $2,000. So if that's earned income that you've already paid tax on, you get to take out $1,010,000 tax free. Can I get a whoop whoop for that? Because that is Awesome. I am all about that. Which is why there's a limit on how much you can put in. But imagine, this is 2,000. Imagine if you put 6,000 in between the age of 19 and 26. You put 6,000 in. You'd have to make 6,000, but I think you could do it. If you're a kid and you're watching this, get creative. Or if you're older and you're watching this, please forward this to any 19 to 26-year-old that you know and tell them to get on it, because yeah, you want to have that tax-free money. Okay. So to summarize compound interest, earn money early, invest it, and don't touch it. Let that compound interest run. Go into index funds. Go into definitely a Roth IRA. And then once you're able to, if you are able to, go do a 401k or whatever sort of retirement funds that your employer offers. Like, just get that money in the bank working for you, and then don't touch it. Don't touch it. All right. And we will be talking in future videos more about investing, more about how to choose what you're investing your money in, find sneaky ways in your daily life and daily things you're doing to save money, so that you can make all of these investments. If you have anything that you'd like me to cover in a future video, please just drop it in the comments below, or you can follow me over on Instagram, Cashmere and Kava, and send me a DM over there with questions or topics you'd like me to cover. Okay, and I will be posting videos twice a week, so make sure that you click the subscribe button and the little bell so you get notifications so you don't miss any of this great information.